Hello, I am all about practicality. My rising is Virgo. So, and it's funny because my sun is Pisces, so I am a spiritual, I live in the spirit world. I forget that I'm even real. Why is it so hard for us to feel like we're manifesting something? Why do we perceive it that way? Why do we perceive our life this way? It's anger. It's these emotions that come up that then make us choose, not make us, but we choose something based on those feelings. Your vibration of you, everything you want, your desires are you already. They are you already. That's the weirdest thing, is that it is you. Your shit that you want, your life, your partners, they are you. It is you. It is the relationship you have with yourself. 111. You know, so you want the reflection of that to feel good. So when you're living out of fakeness, or you're putting on a mask to go to work, you're putting on a mask with your friends, or when you go outside and you want to stare at the moon on the sidewalk, are you putting on a mask to look like you're not doing that? Huh? Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you putting on a mask to try to seem like you're not doing what you're doing? You know? Because what we're gonna figure out today, what it is that is taking over and clouding your perception and your awareness, like your conscious awareness, your conscious attention, your conscious focus, so that you're creating that instead of everything else that you are. Like, you ever focus on, maybe you're focusing on the road in front of you and you're on maybe a busy road like in a city or something, and then behind you is this beautiful moon in the middle of the night that's just fucking huge or blood red and amazing, or even just there, and or a giant mountain range in the background, and you're like, I just want to stare at you and park and just be like, but you gotta watch for the people and you gotta drive, and you start to get irritated, like, I just want the nature. Then you start making decisions based on that. That is a beautiful analogy. Right. Kiss the kitty. Kiss the kitty break. I was gonna say something else. 6 of Pentacles. I think in your life here, you're using physical reality as a excuse. Don't mind him. He's clothing instead of teething like a puppy. He does bite. He does bite for some reason. And I try not to react with anger, but sometimes it just happens. But then I started just being, whoa! Then I just started being more understanding to where I would correct him, but then shift, like, just deal with the anger myself instead. Like, do I really care about the chairs and everything being ruined? And do I really care? You know what I mean? It's just a part of life. Like, I don't want to ever yell. And then I was thinking, this could be training for my kids, and would never yell, you know, stop. Like, I wouldn't do that, I don't think, and I wouldn't want to do that. So all of this stuff is practice. Generosity, charity, empathy, kindness. Yeah. I asked, what is in the way of you experiencing your own unique vibration, basically. And I asked this right before, too. my lip. All right. Just a little bit, not as bad as before. Okay. I asked what's in your, it's your compassion. It's your kindness. I know you want to help the world, and I know you want to help everybody. But sometimes, and I learned this in my job, that helping and going over the top turns into people pleasing. And that turns into you using your own reserve of energy to give to someone else because you feel like they can't handle a moment of flusterness. Or maybe like you can't handle them being flustered for a moment, so you try to people please. I'll do this extra thing for you. I'll bring the package right to your door. Sometimes that's a beautiful thing. But then in property management, you have to do that for every single person. There's 400 people, and then you can't do that if you're really busy one day. So you have to set this boundary. I care about you. This is the steps to find this. And that's a great analogy, actually. This is the steps to find this, and I can be the love. I can emanate love in my responses. I can emanate kindness and care, and that doesn't have to have me dipping into my reserves and leaving all the calls I have to do, all the stuff I have to do, and just do something that's like going to jeopardize my time in the future. Even like they can handle it. It's not even your, and then in this specific example, it's not my job to do that. It's a carrier's job. So it's just a great example to see, like, know what's your job and your position in the world, and that is your unique vibration. And that doesn't have to do with work. That's just an example of what I'm trying to get through. You have this innately, this energy. It's your authentic vibration. This is something that I've been researching. There's a intense release of emotions based on this, because you almost feel completely not safe that you're in this vibration of you. Because when you did, you were abused by your family, you were abused by God knows all these people. And it was really intensely hard for you, but now you're on this journey. This is labradorite, protection and spiritual growth. You're on this journey of spiritual growth. I actually have been grabbing this every day and bringing it with me for downtown, and just whenever I go out there and skate and emanate my light. And I go with a conscious purpose. And sometimes there's energies I need to transmute within all of that, and there's lessons I go, and we're going along our path. We're going along our path. We're here to be meant to be. We're here to be living in the world. We're here to be living in the world. We're here to be going out, getting ramen, going getting your vegan, whatever the fuck you want. Go get your coffee out sometimes. Like, yes, do your best to make sure you're cultivating your abundance. Like, I'm not saying do that every day, because that could be into a pattern of addiction. But I don't even drink coffee now. I drink like decaf or tea. But I'm just saying you can have those little moments of like fun and like go out and you're emanating your light to the world. You don't forget that. That's who you're meant to be. That's why you're getting the money to be in the job, to be working here, to be so close to downtown, to be wherever the fuck you are to be. You could be transmuting your entire family, the house. Just make sure you're not taking this on as you're not able to, and I feel like this is the heart energy and the spiritual energy, bringing the spirit into the world through your heart. Like, you're bringing the energies. You are love. You are it. Oh, I feel like crying. Like, Spirit, lead me. I hear this song. It's like, when you say die right in. Oh, when you say wait, I'll stay right there. Something like that. And then when you say go, I'll dive right in. It's like you're listening to spirit, because you are a part of spirit, and your innate ability, your innateness, your vibration of you authentically is this greater creator. That's why I have this quote from an audio thing I've been learning about. It says, like, I am is the most powerful thing in the universe that you can use for manifestation. If you embody the I am. And then it says, I am the source of all abundance. And at first I was like, it's not getting to me. It's not getting to me in my veins. But I've just been weeks and weeks and weeks of just contemplating and realizing and embodying this, even just a tiny bit at a time. When I remember it, it's because you are God. Not in your ego. It's literally your energy. You are made of God. We're conscious beings. We have the ability to destroy the planet or revitalize it from our past. We have the ability to alchemize. Cats, squirrels, they don't alchemize things because they don't think. They don't mess everything up and then have to alchemize it. You know what I mean? So just us humans are just this interesting species where we are getting ourselves into these messes. And it's not to be taken lightly. I mean, this is horrific shit happening on the planet. Primal instinct, sexuality, sensuality, desire, and endurance. Okay. Has your intuition been talking to you? Have you been paying attention to what it says? Yes. Your intuition is you. And that's the stuff we're uncovering. We're uncovering, okay, sexuality, primal instinct. I love this topic because I don't know, I'm not gonna even doubt it. You probably have a really high sex drive because you're a creator. Yep, you do. That's a confirmation. I just saw something. Yes. Listen. That is one of the most powerful fucking energies on the earth. It is. It's the most powerful energy on the earth. You can be manipulated by that energy. You could be manipulated by that energy. So because you have a high sex drive, you are attuned to sexual energy. You're a very creative person. When you're channeling it, it's amazing because you have these creativities. You could fucking design your apartment, create friends, create whatever the fuck you want really quickly. But can you sustain it? Can you keep it in a way, in a sufficient outlet? And I'll talk about something in a minute, to where you can sustain this and not let those things itself drain you. So you can pick relationships that drain you. You can pick connections that drain you. You might have to set boundaries. You might have to set psychic boundaries. I'm not even kidding you. You might have to set pretty severe, like, psychic boundaries because your energy is tap-inable if you don't protect it. If you give it away to everybody, I'm not saying you're just giving away your sexual energy to everybody, but if you give away your light and your compassion to every single person, then it tips to the scale of people pleasing to where you're going into your own reserves. That's when you're being depleted, is what I'm saying. So you can also pick partners that are, you can pick partners that are just taking because you're so willingly to give. So there has to be a puzzle piece to come in. So if you're not really good at receiving and you have this amount of sexual energy and you're creating and you're all this, there will be a crash out. There will be a crash out. You have to be able to receive reciprocity. And then you have to realize you have to do that for yourself to create those people in your life, to create that sustainability. And you have to categorize people. This is at least what I like to do. I don't know if it's just my Virgo rising. I like to categorize people very quickly. Like, they can enter different categories, but there's a conscious choice of that. because of my energy and how much I influence people. And I've had to learn this in really intensely painful ways, through work, through my personal relationships, through my friendships, through everything. Even through finances. When you put everything into one thing, or you put everything really quickly, like impulsively, you make this decision, or you're infatuated with somebody. This happens a lot. We think it's love in the beginning when you're dating or whatever, and you're infatuated with somebody, and you think that's love. You could have love because you love every human, but that doesn't mean that you are going to be exchanging reciprocal energy and they're good for you and your energy. So there's a lot of discernment, and there's hard decisions to make in this life. I mean, and that's funny because I was talking about the moon. The moon represents emotions, tidal wave. It moves the tidal waves, and I can feel like frequencies of. It just feels like the day the moon was just talking to me. It was in the east sky, and it was just huge, and I was just like, moon. And I was just like, this moon is speaking to me. It's just blatantly going, woo. And there's a lunar eclipse right now in Pisces, and honestly, and there's like it's like a big eclipse season until like the 23rd or 21st of September. Don't exactly quote me on that, but Pisces is a symbol of the unconscious. Pisces is the sign of Pisces, and that's where my sun is, and I have Venus there as well. And you might have significant Pisces placements, and just in general, wherever Pisces is in your chart, look that up and try to think about what that means for you after this. And look, the Pisces sign is actually, I'm doing it right now, it's like the two fish swimming in different directions. It's intuition. It's all of the signs together to form its own sign. So it's funny being a Pisces sun, because the personality, you don't switch personalities, you just are all of them. It's very interesting. It's like when I want to bring in an aspect, especially when you're speaking, I could see it come out way more. When I want to bring in that saggy, funny, jovial aspect, I can. When I want to bring in my communication, the way that I pronounce the words, I bring in that Gemini energy. And sometimes when I want to be tactile in life, I bring in the Taurus energy. Like in the readings, it's in my home, you can see. So maybe connect with the Pisces and just look at them in their life. They're on their own world. They're in their own world, and it's because they're like reading the frequencies of the earth, and they're living in that world. And sometimes we can forget. I'm talking so much about the Pisces sign. Sometimes in general, and if this is resonating with you, we can forget, we're on earth. We're here to be on earth. We're not here to live only in the spirit. You're here to bring those spiritual energies down, but these chakras are pretty well developed for you. So the root chakras, the lower aspects, money, I turn this light to the root chakra color of red. Infinity. Do you know that you're infinite? Do you know? You are an infinite being. This job, these people that are pissing you off, whatever is going on, even this grief, this terrible grief, whatever is happening for you. Let's get a clear answer. What is happening? What is another block? And we're not just focusing on the blocks. Abundance. You're feeling like you're being stifled. Abundance, and that's why I talk about manifestation. Do you understand? You are the things you want. You are not a fucking car. You're not a physical beach. You are the feelings of those things. And that's how you line up with them. And even if you're doing that, driving that, having that experience, you won't enjoy it if you don't know how to calibrate your energy. I've done this. I've been exactly where I wanted to be with one of the love of my life in Costa Rica. And I was just like miserable. And I blamed it on them. And that relationship fell apart. And then I went into a whole nother cycle. And it taught me, like, I know they were a soulmate of mine. And it taught me, holy fuck. Like, holy fuck. If you're not okay with your and feeling and living out of your authentic self, and you may not know some of this yet, you're learning it. You're going throughout life and you're learning it, what it feels like. If you can't experience that fully every day, every second that you remember that you can, that you choose to, you won't enjoy the things that you think you want. Like, everyone wants to see these reels and everything, how to make $1 million. I'm sure as hell you'd be happy with 100K or 40K and then have everything else paid for. Like, you don't understand these things. You can get a subsidy for your house being built. There are things like this. I'm researching it right now. Like, there's stuff in the world, like I just want, like, to just have it just come right out. And I'm learning that speech, but it's so slow. Electricity, a lightning bolt, takes the quickest route to ground that energy because there's so much energy, right? That's what a lightning bolt does. You're manifesting all the time your own vibration. The only thing that's happening, and this is what kept popping up as well for me, is right now whatever you're doing is you're negating that. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that yet. I'm too scared about that yet. I don't know. I don't want to apologize. I don't want to. It's like, it's scary. It's scary because, or I don't want that to be true. I don't want, it's like you can't, it's almost like when the sun comes up and you're like, no. And you're like, it's coming up anyways. It's like it's like a law. It's like a law. Like when you're like dropping things and you're like, no, I hope gravity doesn't work this time. Oh my God. And I'm making a joke about it because it's almost like, yeah, you're going to feel like shit sometimes. Yeah, you're going to cry. Yeah, you're going to go through relationships and heartbreaks and jobs and change and moving and your family, and people pass away. Your animals pass away. My dog died a couple weeks ago. Or, I don't know, I said weeks ago. It was a couple months ago. One of my dogs. And it was just terrible. It just, and then I have one other dog, and then I was gifted a cat, and every day I just go, I love you. And I just am so grateful, and I have so much compassion for people that are going through that, obviously. Like, it's all a part of it, and I really wish, like, someone almost prepped me for that. Like, I literally never even wanted a dog, so I didn't have to fucking face those feelings. I would go like this with real love also, so that I don't have to feel the heartbreak when they leave because I get so attached, or like you put everything you have into it. So I'm saying, like, you do that with yourself, there is no leaving. We will go through loss, but I'm just saying you do that with yourself and there is no leaving. There is no leaving that, but we neglect that whole part a lot because we're in this reality where we're contracted to forget. But we have to remember, and it gives me purpose to come on here and like say all this. It gives me purpose in my own physical life to remember this. And I know the channeling part of me, because at one point, the other video, I was actually speaking and moving, and I was watching myself do it. And I was like, I almost cried after thinking about reflecting on how that happened. I was like, that is what I'm here to do. When you want to do something, you do it. You go and do it. You don't force, you don't pry, you just create a habit around it. You just create a habit. I created a habit around the feeling of ease. And that started bringing a lot of ease to my life and abundance to my life. And I don't know exactly what the future will look like, but I know the feelings that I'm creating are creating the future because I understand the laws of the universe. And yes, to a degree, knowing that kind of sucks because sometimes you're like, fuck, I just don't want to deal with this. That's when you need help. That's when you need a community. That's why being alone all the time really sucks sometimes, because you're moving forward into a life that you want. Into a life. I was just about to say, you're moving into a life where there is community, where you can remember these things. Like, I'm a big community person. And it's like, once I step outside, I'm like, oh, okay. And other people have gone through what you're going through. I swear to God. Have you lost a child, a loved one, a breakup that really destroyed you? There's other people that have felt like that. You're not alone. And just because some people get over things quickly doesn't mean that you do. It doesn't mean that you just feel deeply, and things affect you in a very intense way. So with the positive intention reversed, let's get this vibration in your body. This is shifting that positive intention reversed. It's like you just forgot. It's just you forget. You forget to bring in that excitement. You forget a little bit because you get walled up in the pain when you wake up. If you can wake up and like immediately take your blinds open, you will start to remember the light. Like, honestly, the light itself is physically helping you wake up. Physically, sunlight helps you feel more endorphin, like happiness, like just a little bit, a lightness. Like, I'm not saying there's all these conflicting things like happiness and peace. Like, yes, peace is the ultimate goal, like neutrality. But when you need a little comfort, how about just comfort? How about you look at the sun and it's comforting? How about you remember a good time and single those things out? This is what I'm starting to do. Single those things out and focus on the vibration when you once felt love. Focus on something that makes you grateful for what you are. I do this a lot before I pull the next card, and I did anyways. It's funny because I was just deciding, should I do this or not on camera? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I do this a lot. When I start to feel grateful, even just a little bit, I stop everything and I go like this. I go like this. I don't know if you can see me. And I go like this. And I just pray. And I say, fucking thank you so fucking much for this moment. However you want to put emotion into it, you can. And then I go like this. And I just go, oh my God, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ, the unconditional love of the universe. Thank you. That's good. I don't even care. It's my fucking house. Whatever. See, we all go through it. Don't worry. Don't worry so much. It's okay. Like, right before that, I was like, why do I even do it? It's just a reaction at this point. It's a habit that you formed at this point to shadow and cloak the things that you do to stay sane, because you think someone's going to come behind you and be like, why are you looking so silly? Or whatever the parental critic in your head is. That was fucking good, dude. Wow. Oh! Whoa. That was, I got this, then I did it, and you juggle choices within the physical reality, and okay. Because you go through frequent seas of emotions, you juggle options. Oh my gosh. And you think that that's a real thing to be dealing with. But it's building your strength. It's building your strength for this world, this new wave of conscious light that we're embodying. The crystalline DNA, I just learned this today as well. Like, obviously we know that maybe you don't know, your DNA as a star seed, a light being, anybody that's resonating with something like this. Wow. Good job, buddy. Wow. Oh my God. Oh, I can't wait to have kids where I could just see them do crazy shit. And I'm going to create a space for us light workers, kids, animals to go whatever they want to create, they create. And I want that to be the world. Like, yeah, whatever. We can get these chairs were free. I don't care if he scratches them up, and they're scratch proof to me. They can't even see it. Hell yeah. Why don't we make things scratch proof? Why don't we make things color proof? Why don't we not get so mad at the kids when they do something? Why don't we just hire a painter because we're abundance and fuck? Yeah, if they draw on the wall, you get a fucking painter to paint it over. Or non-markable walls. Or get them a fucking wall where they can draw on. You know? I'm starting to see the world like completely different. Why is everyone so, don't touch this, don't do that? There's so many things. He just tried to get up that stripper pole. This is crazy. It's like a madhouse sometimes. I love it. It's like a fun house. But what I was saying is like, you're building your strength, this light worker energy that you are a starseed, your crystalline DNA. You were born with aspects of your DNA. By the way, DNA, we don't even know why. They call parts of our DNA junk DNA. Even if it's 1%, it's way more than 1%, but even if it's 1%, it's like most of the DNA, they're like, oh, it's junk DNA. Yeah, we just don't know what the fuck it is yet for. Like, no business just gets information about our body. Like, say our businesses our bodies are product, right? Our bodies are product. What are you doing, Doggy? What are you doing, Doggy, 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 Doggy? What are you doing, Doggy, 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 Doggy? Our bodies are product. This is amazing. Our bodies are product. And we are the CEOs, we are the inventors, and we are the human race is trying to figure ourselves out. That's what science is about, right? We're trying to figure our world out. That's what biology is about. And science is about figuring out the world, right? So if we're really doing this, we're making businesses and academia and all the shit around this, wouldn't we be like, okay, well, our DNA, and they are finding this, but we just don't integrate it into society regularly. Like, I didn't even learn about what a court was. I learned about what a court was, like, almost 20 years ago. Well, 10, 15 years ago. And then no one ever talks about it again. That means it's small. There's things smaller than the atom. We realize everything's based on frequencies. But we didn't learn that. The millennials didn't fucking learn that. Anyway. I just had so much to say. Your DNA is not junk. We just don't understand how to use it. So any business owner that didn't understand all this information that's flooding in, we're not just like junk. They try to categorize it. They try to understand it. That's like the main thing they try to do. If our DNA makes us up, makes us our habits up, maybe it makes up why we're fucking in war. Ever think of that? Maybe it's like what makes us tick to where we want to kill another human. You know, if there's agendas that, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say any of this stuff. This video might get banned. I don't know. I just saw 3313. Like, if, yeah, we get into, maybe there's an agenda that is, we want to kill the people and limit the population or whatever the fuck that all that is. But, like, let's just, the kids right now, let's just study it. You can do it on your own with the internet. Like, you can do all this stuff on our own. We have private equity labs. We have private businesses that make shit ton of money. Like, you can fund these things. You could be the start of a new company fucking researching our DNA. Who knows? That's what our light codes are about. So basically our DNA as a high conscious being, a light worker, a starseed. If you just look up those terms, you know what I'm saying. You're here for a purpose. You want to bring in light to the world, right? You have DNA in you specifically that has been it's being activated right now. And you're waking up and you're like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Matrix shit. This is the Matrix. Yeah. If we understand this is the Matrix, why aren't we all breaking the fuck out of it? Every second, learning how to do that. That's through a bunch of different ways. That's through your emotions, through your physical brain, through your resonance, your vibration. It's mastering reality every single day. It's not buying a bunch of freaking shoes and going to the mall and drinking or whatever you do. You know what I mean? It's not about finding this person that you could ride horses with on the beach. Like, you can want all those things, but the world needs you. It needs you to actualize you, so then you line up with what you are meant to do and be, which is already you. You're pushing that away because we were taught that it's not okay. That's a beautiful sign. I haven't gotten this card in a long time. You're building strength to create what you want. It may be the Lovers. It may be a very positive aspect of love in your life. Who knows? I mean, this is pretty clear. Everyone's like, oh, lovers don't only mean lovers. I think it does. Yeah, it means a choice as well. You might have a choice coming up. But in this card, they're pretty lovey-dovey, you know? So you aligning with your own frequency, you'll find those soul family members. And you know what? You'll create that community that you want. Yeah. We're going to create a playground for the kids, for the adults. I came up with this idea for adult recess. Let's go. The world wasn't ready for me before. There was a reason why I couldn't get all these videos out. I've been doing this for 10 years, making videos on my phone. It's just every time I go to post or every time I go to, my mind would just like completely take over and I would second guess myself and all this shit. And you know what? Maybe it's not perfect, but we're ending on the fact that you're doing it anyway. You're going out and you're being your light anyway. You wanted to go to a coffee shop, you went and it was really good. And you met somebody and you just influenced everybody around you. And your outfits are fucking cool and you're a sexy ass bitch. Okay? Alright, and someone might give you a freaking cat. Who knows? Love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.